y'all, and welcome to today's video. I am very excited because we are going to be playing with the new Natasha Denona Glam face palette today. I am super excited. FedEx just delivered my order, so I cannot wait to show this palette to y'all. I ordered this from the Natasha Denona site on a pre-order. It is here to me. This palette did come in both a light and a dark version. Ooh, she's so pretty. And this is Natasha's first eye and face palette. So I had to try this out. This palette is $59 and I'm pretty sure it is at Natasha Denona, Beautylish, Sephora, Cult Beauty, lots of places. The last I checked, it was sold out at Sephora already on launch day. Very fast, but I'm going to link it everywhere I can find it down below for y'all. I bought the deep version, I bought dark, knowing that these face shades may be a little bit deep and dark for me, but I wanted the dark eyeshadows. I'm very excited about this. And if you are new here, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, testing new palettes, we are here for it. So if that sounds good to you, I do hope that you will subscribe before you leave today because I upload lots and lots of new content every single week. But I can't wait to try this palette, so let's jump into it. To insert pictures of this palette from the Natasha Denona site for you so you can see the dark palette on a darker skin model, and I'm also going to show you a picture of the light palette because I do think the face shades in the light palette maybe would have worked well for me, but I feel like these are going to work well. But really the difference with the palette that made me choose is the light palette had very light eyeshadows and I like a lot of depth and dimension. I'm going to insert a close-up of this palette for y'all, and I'm going to show you swatches on the arm so that you can see everything swatched out, but I'm super duper excited to play with this. I really enjoy Natasha Denona formulas. I have several of her cheek palettes. I really enjoy her highlighters that are in the palette, her blushes that are in the palettes. I enjoy her highlighters that are singles, but this is a new highlighter formula, so I'm very excited to test it out. And I also really love Natasha Denona eyeshadows. They're some of my favorite formulas to work with, so I decided to get this palette, and I really like that she does have two versions, a light and a dark. So we're going to test this out today. I'm excited to create a look. The packaging is very sleek. It's a little bit different packaging for her. It's a little kind of like rounded and beveled on the edges, which I think are really nice. And then you have the raised Natasha Denona logo here, and then Glam Palette is also raised. I always have mixed feelings about eye and cheek palettes together, but I really like that she did come out with two different versions. I think that's really nice. Now this blush is like a cream blush. I know y'all have already seen the swatches, but a lot of times I like to play with the palette before I swatch it. So we're going to play with this, see how it turns out. I already have my face powdered, so I wanted to see how the creams went on top of the powders. So let me open this up. Oh, did I mention there's a plastic cover over the creams, which are really nice. So if you're digging into these eyeshadows, you're not going to get the powders in your cream products. But let me zoom y'all in a bit, and we are going to put these on the face and eyes. Okay, I just touched my finger in here and it doesn't feel like a super wet creamy formula. It feels a bit more almost like a dry, it's not a powder, but it doesn't feel too creamy. So I'm picking this up on a IT brushes for Ulta. This actually says it's a highlight brush, but I like to use this with blush. And I'm just dipping in there very lightly because I don't want this to be like too deep for me. But I thought it would be fun to try it over powder. There is a beautiful sheen to this blush. I'm sure you can see. That looks really nice. This could be a great palette if you are somebody who gets ready in the morning, you want to put your makeup on, and you want something quick. This could probably save you a couple of minutes for digging around for a blush, digging around for highlight, then your eyeshadow palette, just popping this out and kind of having all in one, I think could be really nice, or for travel. But look at this blush. I'm just taking my time and blending it in, letting myself kind of get my thoughts. Sometimes I'm a little slow in my first impression videos because I really want to like blend and see really what I think. But I think this is looking, it's looking quite beautiful. Like, it's very glowy, but still pretty. Okay, I went a bit heavy on the blush, but I like it. I wanted a blush today. I wanted you to be able to really see it, and I like it like this. I definitely could have gone in with a lighter hand, and I could have built it up more, but I really like this. So let's try this highlighter. I love Natasha Denona highlighters so much. So I'm going to take my Wayne Goss airbrush. Ooh, I kind of picked up a lot, maybe too much. Let's see. That's beautiful. Okay, let me come over here. That is stunning. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I got this face palette. This is beyond beautiful. Wow. I know I love her cheek products, but this is a new formula, so I was really curious how this would be. I do like to pull my highlighter way down. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I have these chunky little bullfrog chipmunk cheeks, so I just like to accentuate that. So when I smile, you can even see it here. I like that. So I'm going to pull it down like this, and I'm going to pick up a little bit. I'm going to highlight my nose. That's a beautiful formula. Very, very beautiful. And I feel like it's very like intense while also still being flattering on the skin. I will say the highlight and the blush, like, it hasn't picked up any of the product underneath. It's gone well over top of my powder. So I'm impressed. Okay, now let me prime my eyes, and we are going to use these shadows. I am very excited to put these on my eyes. Okay, my eyes are primed with my MAC paint pot, and the shade names of these shadows are like crease, inner corner, smoke, transition, outer corner. I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care about those names, but I'm going to go in first with the shade that's called Transition, and I'm picking this up on a big Morphe brush. I'm going to put this kind of right here in the socket of my eye, and then I'm also going to blend up. I like to blend up and out to help open up my deep set eyes. So I'm just focusing this like kind of everywhere. I guess focusing it isn't the right word because it's getting blown out. Okay, now I'm going to grab my BK207, and I want to go into the crease shade. Very pretty. I'm going to put this all under my lower lash line. Blending it down too. I'm not trying to keep it super tight to the lower lash line. That's pretty. So far, both of the shades have performed how I would expect Natasha Denona shadows to perform. I'm just dragging this along. Okay, now I'm taking my BK202, and I want to go into Smoke. This I'm going to use to kind of deepen up this outer, the kind of outer, people call it V, I kind of call it C because I make it like a C like this and wrap it around. But right out here, I'm going to put it like from lash line up and out, and then dragging it a little bit under the lower lash line. Just using it to kind of deepen this up, add a little bit of dimension out here. Okay, now I'm going to go into this shade right here called Outer Corner. And I'm using a 206 from BK Beauty. And I'm going to press this right onto the lid. I'm not coming in this far because I want to put a different color there. But I'm going to press this, and then using this more fluffy type of brush, it's going to kind of disperse the shimmer in a way that is not so precise and defined that I really enjoy. I think this looks very glam, just like the name of the palette suggests. Like, this is really pretty. Next, I'm going to go into this shade right here called Inner Corner. It is beautiful, and I'm not going to put this on my inner corner. What I'm going to do is put this on the lid right in here, and I'm going to fade it into the other shimmer that we picked up so that it kind of transitions from dark to light here on my lid. I'm going to go back with the brush I used just a second ago to kind of make sure we have a nice blend. This brush is a Spectrum brush that came in a set to put right there. Tap it, blend it. And then to highlight the inner corner, I actually want to go in with this face shade. So I'm going to pick this up on a little Morphe brush, and this is what I'm going to use to highlight my inner corner. I actually love to use the same shade that I use for my face highlight as an inner corner highlight. I think it can pull the look together so well. Now I'm going to throw on some eyeliner, lashes, and I will be back and I'll kind of give you my thoughts on this palette so far. Alright y'all, this is my finished look. I threw on some iconic light lashes, and I'm wearing my Sigma Cinderella lip duo on the lips. What do y'all think of this look? I have to say, I'm feeling it. I really like it. I feel like it's very glam. Of course, it's called the Glam palette, so that makes sense. But I feel like this is like a perfect party palette. Like if you have maybe a fancy Thanksgiving dinner to go to, a Christmas party, I don't know, anything you want to glam up for, or just running to Aldi to get groceries. Because I do not have very glam plans today, but I am feeling this look. I think the quality in here is beautiful. I'm never going to encourage you to go out and buy anything. So if you're asking me like, Heather, do I need it? Do I need to buy it? I never want to push y'all to buy anything, but I do want to give y'all reviews and my thoughts, things like that. So if you were curious about it, you can know what I think about it. I'm very happy that I spent the money on this palette. I think the quality in here is great. All 5 shadows, beautiful. The blush, the highlight, I think it's beautiful. Hopefully seeing me swatch and apply this palette was helpful to you, or maybe you want to shop your stash and you're like, hey, I want to pull out my neutrals and get some inspiration. I got it for you. I hope you enjoyed watching. Again, I'm very happy with my purchase. This packaging is the type that is going to show fingerprints. So if that bothers you, oh yeah, you're going to see the fingerprints all over this, but I think it is beautiful, sleek design. I will link everything that I talked about down below for y'all so that you can check it out for yourself if you're interested. Make sure you subscribe. I have lots of new videos coming to y'all this coming week for sure. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I hope you're having a super awesome, wonderful, fantabulous day, and I will see you next time. Bye.